that is getting less from their wide receivers, to the point that he just made. They don't have a receiver on their team with 200 yards in reception yardage this season.
Yeah, that's not good.
No team is getting so. My question is, and maybe they make a deal here because maybe they have surprised everyone, including their own new front office. And are they? That's the question on the screen. Are they a legitimate threat this year? I think their own fans want to know the answer to that question. Are they a legitimate contender to do something meaningful in a playoff scenario this year, Chris Canty?
I think they can win a playoff game, but can they go on a championship run? No, I don't see that. There are a couple of deficiencies on this team that I don't think they're going to be able to overcome. When you look at this Giants team, they don't have any explosive playmakers on the opposite side of the ball outside of Saquon Barkley. So that will be an area of concern. David Sills, the fifth, is probably their most reliable receiver, especially after you watch what happened in Jacksonville this past weekend with guys dropping balls. I said after that game that they could use David Sills the first, second, third, and fourth. They could use all, because right now they don't have enough explosive playmakers. Now, I like what Brian Daboll is doing in terms of calling a game that Daniel Jones can manage, putting guardrails on his quarterback so he doesn't make those consequential mistakes. But at some point, you need your quarterback to be a difference maker, and I just don't see that from Daniel Jones' play as of yet.
Let me see from Kmart. What do you think?
About the Daniel Jones of it all?
About the Giants of it all.
The Giants in that locker room, they don't care that people are underselling them. They know they are behind Brian Daboll. He has them like a feisty team. Like, they actually believe, like, no, when we're playing the Ravens, we think we can beat them. Like, they're not thinking that they are underdogs in any capacity. I think to Chris's point, they do have deficiencies. I think when you look at this roster, when you look at the offense, it flows through Saquon, and we all know that. It's like, Saquon, get us where we got to go. Daniel, escape out the pocket. And the guardrails that are there, it's for Daniel Jones not to mess up, not to lose them games.
The other thing we have to consider, too, is the Giants lost two starters on that offensive line in that Jacksonville game, including right tackle Evan Neal. So we have to see how that impacts what happens in the short term and long term for this team, especially on offense.
But a lot of this question on the screen, Domonique, in modern pro football comes down to the quarterback and how much one believes in him. How much does this one believe in him?
Not enough to say that they're going to make a deep run into the playoffs. I'm not one who undersells his running ability. That's really important and it's really valuable, but he's going to have to give you something else because in the playoffs it's going to be very different. The pressure's going to be on him. They could win a game depending on the matchup that they get. They get the Seahawks or somebody like that. It's possible, but I don't see against a real competitor, even the teams that aren't playing all that well right now, I think our quarterback bias makes me feel like I would still go with Tom Brady and the Bucs and that defense over this team because they have a higher ceiling. I do think that there's less variance in performance for the Giants, but I think it's such a small area and it's not going to reach the ceiling that it needs to reach.
Well, think about how many times we praised Daniel Jones for the fourth quarter comebacks. It's like they've been trailing in fourth quarters. Like, that's not a recipe for success in the playoffs. And I think when you face good defenses, they're going to know to key in on Saquon.
Right, that's exactly right. The opposing coordinator is going to make them win left-handed, and that means Daniel Jones from the pocket, making throws down the field. He hasn't proven he can do that. Whom? Yeah, and exactly, in fairness, to whom? Unless they could get the whole Sills family.
Well, that's why maybe these next 6 days are no more important to any team in the NFL than they are to the Giants. Again, the trade deadline is next Tuesday. If you're 6-1, you have to believe you have a chance. They need to make a move for a playmaker on the outside, don't they?
No question about it. They've got to get more explosive on the outside. Kadarius Toney hasn't worked out. Kenny Golladay hasn't worked out. Those were guys that they had pegged as being those difference makers. The new coaching staff doesn't see it that way. But as far as the Giants are concerned with Daniel Jones, he's shown that he can make plays with his legs, like to Domonique's point, but they're going to have that. They got to have that element in the vertical passing game if they're going to take it to the next level and be a true title contender.
All right, we will see. We'll talk more about them as we continue this morning. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.